Life in the campus. Morning day like usual. I woke up from bed with a spirit to start my day at the college. Yes, this is me and my usual routine. That other might find boring morning exercise, breakfast, and of course, the long and tiring journey to the campus with traffic, especially on Mondays. This has been my daily life as a college student. The trip to campus takes about 1 hour from my house. I passed through many things, red lights, passing trains, and heavy traffic, especially on Monday mornings. Luckily, the tired feeling from the journey disappears once I reach campus, where the atmosphere is full of laughter and energy for chatting with my friends. Today, we have two classes. The first one starts and we all listen carefully to the lecturer, especially because this lecturer explains things very well. Before we know it, the class is over. Sometimes the lecturer gives us homework so we can review the lesson at home. While waiting for the second class, we go to canteen to fill our stomach. Some friends didn't have time to eat breakfast because the class started early. Around us, I see many students doing the same, spending the break at the canteen before the next class starts. Everyone's order the food they like. I just buy a cup of warm then cow milk since I already had breakfast. While waiting for the food, we talk about many things, campus life, assignment, and some friends even play games together. After the food arrives, they eat while chatting. Time passes quickly when we are together. At 10:20, we all head to our next class. On the way to the class, I see many students sitting and chatting near the Graha Vidya buildings. Sometimes I wonder, what are they talking about? They are look so excited. I say to myself, the second class is young adult literature. The sun is already quite high as I stepped into room 206. Today, there will be a presentation by a group of 4 students. That is Asan, Isan, Erfan, and Fajar. They stand in the front of the class with their materials ready. The classroom feels familiar but still makes my heart beat a little faster. The walls are clean white, the plastic chairs are neatly arranged, the whiteboard is large, and the projector hangs from the ceiling. Under it, the 4 students look a bit nervous as they prepare. I sit in the back row, my chair squeaks a bit as I sit down. I open my notebook and look ahead. One of the presenters wears a red patterned shirt, another one has a neat gray polo shirt, one is trying not to laugh, and the last one is a blue leans forward a little, still unsure about his spot. In front of me, I see a student in a black t-shirt and cream-colored slingbacks, quickly writing some things, maybe notes or just doodles out of boredom. Beside him, a girl in a moss green jacket rests her chin on her hand, staring black ahead. Her water bottle catches the sunlight through the windows. The class is noisy, but it's not silent either. There are quiet tension, not from sound, but from feelings. The kind that comes before a group presentation, a mix of a nervous excitement and high hope that everything goes well. I whisper to myself, for people, one projector, and one class watching. It's like a show, and yes, it is really. Hasan opened the presentation with a loud, innocent voice. Isan explained the story analysis. Evans talks about the cultural background of the story, and Fajar ends with a personal reflection that leaves the class in quiet thought. The topic is about how to apply feminist story in young adult literature. They talk about how female characters are often shown as a weak or in stereotypes, and how feminist theory helps the reader understand power dynamic, gender roles, and how female characters are changing in the story. They don't just explain the story, they give examples from popular novels like The Hunger Games and Divergent. Each one of them takes their turn, some read from notes, others speak freely. Their voices aren't always loud, but they are clear and steady. Sometimes they pause or stumble, but no one laughs. Everyone knows how hard it is to speak in front of a class. Their groups become more relaxed. The guy in blue finally puts down his hands and smiles shyly. The one in the gray nods calmly, hands behind his back. The one is strips looks at the screen seriously, ready for his turn. I listen at them, I finding my smiling. They are not perfect speakers, but they are honest in how they stand together, support each other, and smile despite being nervous. Courage doesn't always come in cheers or applause. It often lives in the simple acts, showing up and try. The class laughs lightly, even the lecturer smiles and claps a little. The class gives them a warm round of applause. The lecturer looked impressed. I think they have worked really hard and show good teamwork. After the Q&A session, we get some free time. When they return to their seat, their face show relief and a bit of pride. Rama and Ervan say, "It's finally over." I nod slowly. They did well, maybe more than well. They were real. And that, to me, is the best kind of performance. I look around the classroom once more. Simple moments like these silent nerves, say loud, small wins, are what make campus life special. It's not just about books and grades, but about growing up step by step with small, brave choices. After the presentation, the class slowly ends. Some students leave quickly, while others stay to talk with the lecturers. I walk out slowly, enjoying the afternoon breeze coming through the open window. The sky looked bright, a bit cloudy but calm. My stomach grows softly, so I decide to go back to the canteen. Not for a full meal, just a glass of iced sweet tea to relax. At the canteen, I meet Daniel and Tito, who seems to be deep in discussion. They wave at me and invite me to sit. They are talking about an assignment paper with a close deadline. We end up chatting about assignment, thesis, and even holiday plans for the semester break. As we sit under the ceiling fan, I realize how rare it is have time like this to pause and talk about our hopes and plans. Daniel say he want to visit hometown in Kalimantan. Tito hopes to go on the trip to Bali with her cousins. I mention I make just rest at home, maybe catch up on reading or write more for my blog. By 4 p.m., we say goodbye. Instead of heading home, I go to the campus garden, which is my favorite place to read or daydream. Many students are here too, some with laptops, some with books, and some just lying on the grass. I choose a bench under a big shady tree. From there, I can watch the sky slowly change as orange starts to mix with the blue. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves, and for a moment, I feel the world slow down. I open my digital journal on my phone, write a few short sentences about today, about my friends, inspiring presentation, and the little courage that grows from simple things I write. Being a student isn't just about earning theories or chasing grades, but about learning lives, learning to understand others, accept imperfections, and most important, learning to know ourselves. When the sky gets dark, I close the journal, put away my phone, and stand up. I walk towards the campus parking lot, where my motorcycle waits. The seat is warm from the afternoon sun, and as I put on my helmet, I take a one last look at quiet garden behind me. The engine hums to life, and I slowly ride out of campus. The roads are still busy, but there's something calming about riding at these hours. The breeze hits my face, carrying the skin of fried food from roadside stalls and the fine perfume of blooming tree. I pass familiar landmarks, bookstore, coffee shop, the train tracks I crossed this morning. The streets like flicker on one by one as the sky turns deep shades of orange and purple. It's a different kind of beauty that city art does. I wave through traffic carefully, my mind replaying moments from the day, the laughter with my friends, the courage of my classmates during the presentation, and the peaceful breaks in the campus garden. By the time I reach home, the stars have begun to peek out. I park the motorcycle, take off my helmet, and stretch a little before walking inside. I feel the quiet satisfaction of a day lived full, not perfect, not dramatic, but real and meaningful in the small ways that count. And that's a day in my life at college. Maybe ordinary to others, but full of meaning for me. Because every day is like a small stage where we learn to become the best version of ourselves.